It's time now for high school basketball on Facebook Live from WKLM-FM 95.3. Coming up next, we'll join Matt Croy with Before the Tip, sponsored by Village Motors. This is high school basketball on FM 95.3 WKLM.
And good evening from Riverview High School. We have girls basketball action set tonight as the West Holmes Lady Knights coming in with a record of 8-1 on the year, set to take on the Riverview Lady Golden Bears with a record of 1-6 on the year. Stay tuned. When we come back, you'll hear from head coach Lindsey Snyder and more on Before the Tip right here on WKLM-FM Stream2.com.
Trying to decide if now is the right time to stop renting and purchase a home? Ask yourself a few questions. Are you ready to settle down? Can you afford to pay for repairs and maintenance costs? For many people, the decision comes down to what you can afford at the moment. At the Kilbuck Savings Bank, our expert lenders are here to help you make one of the biggest decisions of your life. Everyone has different needs. Our job is to listen to your story and help determine the best way to turn the page on your life's journey. The Kilbuck Savings Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
With tightening budgets and resources, schools face a daunting task these days, providing young people with all they need to equip them for the years ahead. Denko Marketing in Millersburg urges you to support our students and youth in whatever way you can. Whether it's the giving of your time and experience or donating items for use by educators, groups, or clubs, everyone can make a difference. Denko Marketing of Millersburg hopes you're giving back to the young people of today. Denko Marketing of Millersburg, where the business at hand is the business of home.
As you hug the turn, you see a storm brewing up ahead. It could be rain, it could be snow, but whatever Mother Nature has in store, you're not worried because you've got Yokohama's Geolandar AT Geo15 on your side. Stop by Holmes Tire LLC to find out what a new set of all-terrain tires can do for your truck or SUV. This tire is all traction, designed to take you from the pavement to the trail in any weather, anytime you want. Discover the Yokohama Geolandar AT Geo15 at Holmes Tire LLC today and get ready to experience what all-terrain is all about. Stop by Holmes Tire LLC today and fill out a finance application for approval with no credit needed on new tire purchases. Call Holmes Tire LLC in Millersburg, 330-674-0025, or their other locations in Spencer, 330-648-2401, and Mount Vernon, 740-392-1811.
If you're a business or do-it-yourselfer looking for the best possible siding for your home or office, then stop by MRV Siding Supply. They offer the #1 rated panel on the market, Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia. Cedar Max provides outstanding performance inside and out with impact resistance, impervious to moisture, flame retardant, and noise reduction, giving you peace of mind. For Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia, call MRV Siding Supply at 800-524-7436. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Right now, Subway restaurants have 2 tasty new chicken sandwiches. First, there's the barbecue chicken sandwich, made with sweet and tangy barbecue sauce, chicken strips, crisp veggies, and another layer of barbecue sauce. Then, for a real punch of flavor, try our new buffalo chicken sandwich. It has tasty chicken strips smothered in Frank's Red Hot buffalo sauce and topped with ranch dressing. Add chips and a drink to either of these fan faves, and you've got a great meal. Only at Subway. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Freshly prepared in front of you.
Looking for an experienced professional pest control company? Hi, this is Roger Bugs McClure with Holmes Pest Control. With over 40 years in the pest control industry and a lifelong resident of Holmes County, Holmes Pest Control can give you the best service by using the best products at the best price. Call Holmes Pest Control 330-674-9094 or visit our website at holmespestcontrolincorporated.com. Another home-owned, homegrown Holmes County business. Professional service with a personal touch.
Before the Tip is brought to you by Village Motors of Millersburg.
The year-end sales event starts now at Village Motors in Millersburg. This is Deke Miller, and I'm excited to announce that Ford is offering 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 in trade assistance on 2020 Fusion, Escape, Edge, and Explorer. Also, employee pricing for all on all remaining 2020 Ram light-duty pickup trucks, along with 2020 or 2021 Jeep Compass, Cherokee, and Grand Cherokee. Stop in soon to grab these year-end deals and check us out online at villagemotorsinc.com.
And I'm here with head basketball coach Lindsey Snyder of the West Holmes Lady Knights. Lindsey, 8-1 on the year. Not a bad point in the season for you guys thus far, but just give me your thoughts on the season at this point, where you're at.
We've played decently. I don't think we're at our peak right now, which we don't want to be. We want to be there come February in tournament time. So the kids are fun to be around. They're happy to be at basketball. And we just have to, we talked about we have to get better every single day and really take that personally. And what does that mean for me as an individual? And then what does it mean for us as a team?
Right, absolutely. So, you've had a good season thus far and coming in. So your first loss of the year coming in the hands of Triway the other night. So just talk a little bit about that game. And maybe is it the holiday season? Is it that lull? Is it that letdown? What do you see in your kids out of that?
Yeah, Triway, they have some good kids. They play well together. Their best players they're good leaders, and I think Triway has a nice team. And it was obviously not how we wanted it to go for us, but hopefully it motivated us a little bit, and we had a really good practice yesterday, and so hopefully we have a little chip on our shoulder and know that we are a good team, but we're not a great team right now. And so we have to work every single day to become a great team.
Yeah, and so sometimes with a loss like that, it lets you learn more about your team than a victory does. So with that, now you're facing Riverview tonight, a chance for you to bounce back. And what do you think about tonight's matchup?
Yeah, losing stinks, but can we get better? And hopefully we did yesterday, and hopefully we do tonight. Riverview, looking at the scouting report from last year to this year, they lost all their starters, either to graduation or just didn't come back out this year. So they're playing a lot of young kids and a lot of kids without varsity experience. But we know that they're going to play hard. They're similar to us in that they're however their skill is, they're going to play hard and they're going to give their best effort. So we're hoping to come back and ourselves get better tonight and fix some things. And we watched film, from Triway, and I said, guys, the good thing is there's fixable things. And so we watched that and we looked at that, and so hopefully we can fix those things tonight.
Absolutely. Well, Lindsey, to your point, it's a progress getting towards February and getting in tournament time when you want to be playing your best basketball, and that starts tonight with Riverview. So thanks for your time tonight. Good luck in this contest.
Yeah, thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
Before the Tip has been brought to you by Village Motors of Millersburg.
Stop by Rody's IGA Marketplace throughout the holiday season. They are your local holiday baking supply headquarters, from flour to sugar to their big nut display for candy making and desserts. Plus, don't forget about their custom-made holiday fruit baskets, gift baskets, party trays, and cheese trays for companies or individuals. They even offer gift cards. Whatever your needs are this holiday season, stop by Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
You're ready for college, ready to make the next step towards a better future. But putting your life on hold while you earn a degree just isn't for you. At Wayne College, you can pursue your degree and achieve your goals while staying in the community you know and love. Wayne College offers 2- and 4-year degrees that can save students up to 30% in tuition. Join us at the University of Akron-Wayne College, where student success comes first.
This is Raleigh Mast. I'm a fleet mechanic with Yoder Lumber Logistics. We are a truckload carrier and broker servicing customers east of the Rocky Mountains. We have a fleet of late model equipment specializing in flatbed and Conestoga freight. At Yoder Lumber Logistics, we take pride in offering our customers fast and friendly service at competitive rates for all their inbound and outbound needs. Give us a call today at 330-893-3131.
The year-end sales event starts now at Village Motors in Millersburg. This is Deke Miller, and I'm excited to announce that Ford is offering 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 in trade assistance on 2020 Fusion, Escape, Edge, and Explorer. Also, employee pricing for all on all remaining 2020 Ram light-duty pickup trucks, along with 2020 or 2021 Jeep Compass, Cherokee, and Grand Cherokee. Stop in soon to grab these year-end deals and check us out online at villagemotorsinc.com.
Promotion Therapy offers outpatient and home physical and occupational therapy. Locally and privately owned and operated, Promotion Therapy takes tremendous pride in making your therapy experience a success. We have taken all the extra precautions this year in making sure our clinic is sanitized and our therapists are fully equipped to treat you safely. Whether it's in our clinic or in your home, we will do everything we can to ensure you feel comfortable and confident in your care. Our clinic is located on South Washington Street, right next to Dairy Queen, or call us today at 330-600-0844. You can also visit us online at promotion-therapy.com.
And welcome back here to Riverview High School. As again, we've got West Holmes Lady Knights taking on the Lady Black Bears of Riverview. This is Troy Fritz tonight. We'll have Scott Miller alongside tonight as my co-host. Taking a look at both of these teams from last year. It was actually Riverview defeating West Holmes 43-36 last year in the only matchup of the year of the two teams. For West Holmes last year, they were led with Katie Sprang's 14 points, and Katrina Rollins finished in double digits with 10 points for the Lady Knights. And for Riverview last year, they had two players in double figures, with Jessica Hartsock having 14 points and Emily Brenley with 10 points. Both those players have moved on to graduation. Riverview last year finished with a record of 13-8 on the year, 7-5 in the ECOL conference, while West Holmes again finished with a record last year of 17-5. They finished in third place at 9-3 in the conference last year. In the tournament trailed out last year, West Holmes was ousted by fourth-seeded Dover in the sectional final matchup, and as well, Riverview was knocked out last year by number 3 seed Marysville by a score of 46-35. So when we come back, we'll take a look at this year's trail for both teams, get comments from Scott Miller on today's action, get ready for tip-off. And you'll be joining us tonight on WKLM-FM Stream 2, and you can catch us live on FacebookLive.com as well as YouTube Live. So again, from Riverview High School, Troy Fritz will be right back after these messages.
When choosing a new door to replacing your windows or siding, there are many types of materials to choose from. Hi, my name is Nevin Mast. Here at Home Siding in Millersburg, we will help you make the right choice for your home and style. Want an energy-efficient replacement window? Try the Viwinco line of vinyl windows. With energy-efficient technology, Viwinco vinyl windows will save you money on energy costs and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up a free in-home consultation at 888-725-6619. That's 888-725-6619.
Proud to serve all your real estate and auction needs, RES Auction Services and HER Realtors have been a locally and independently owned real estate and auction company for over 40 years. At HER Realtors, the selling market is strong. If you give them the listings, they have the buyers. Plus, don't forget to check out the new location for RES Auction Services just west of Worcester. Contact HER Realtors at 674-7610. On the web at herrealtors.com or RES Auction Services at 833-765-3737 and on the web at res.bid. Located on Glen Drive in Millersburg, making a difference one sale at a time.
Sally, you need a root canal. Traveling, you need your wisdom teeth out. Traveling, you need braces. Traveling, you need a dental implant. Traveling, you need your teeth cleaned. Traveling! That's it, happy feet. You're benched until you start going to Dr. Welsh for your dental care. Quit traveling so much.
Yes, Coach. I'll check out their website at www.drbradwelsh.com and give them a call at 330-674-4876.
Good luck to all area winter sports teams.
This is Wyatt Miller reporting live from Millersburg Tire Service.
Wyatt, this isn't actually live. This is a commercial for Millersburg Tire Service.
Oh, sorry about that, Grandpa.
That's okay. Just read the script.
Winter is on the way. That means you need the best tires from the best tire shop around at Millersburg Tire Service. They have Bridgestone and Blizzak tires that are totally awesome on ice and snow. Plus, winter is great because when it gets really bad outside, I get to stay home from school.
I'm not sure that last part was in the script.
I know. I added that.
All right. This is Brad Smucker. While Wyatt gets back to schoolwork, I invite you into Millersburg Tire Service on State Route 39 east of Millersburg. Call 674-1085 today.
And taking a look at the record for both schools here thus far in the 2020 season, West Holmes with a record again of 8-1. Started out with a 66-41 victory over Minerva High School, then defeated Lexington 49-38 in their second victory this season, 61-34 over Mount Vernon High School, and then picked up a 70-24 victory over Indian Valley, a 53-39 decision over Worcester High School, defeated Garraway 37-16, defeated Ashland 68-27, Zanesville 47-17, and then West Holmes' only loss of the year coming at the hands of rival Triway 43-37. For Riverview on the year, they started out the year with a victory over rival Ridgewood 35-32, and then have dropped 5 straight as Lexington beat them 64-37. New Lexington, excuse me. Tri-Valley 69-18. Sheridan defeated Riverview 76-27. John Glenn 64-23. Philo 44-35, and Mainsville 67-45. And that gives Riverview their 1-6 record on the year, 0-6 in the conference. West Holmes on the year again 8-1. They are being led on the year by Katie Springs, 12.3 points per game. Claire Reynolds followed up with a 7.1 points per game for West Holmes, and Ella McMillan with a 6-point average on the year for West Holmes. West Holmes averaging 54.9 points on the year. Their opponents averaging just 32.6. So we'll take a quick break. We come back, we'll have starting lineups and hear from Scott Miller before the tip-off here on WKLM-FM and Stream 2. And catch us again live on Facebook Live and YouTube Live right here on WKLM.
Beachy's Auto Care and Truck Center continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 359-5421. Or in Berlin at 674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto Care and Truck Center in Winesburg and Berlin.
For all your heating needs this winter, call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner. With combined knowledge of over 65 years, you know that you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of other furnaces and equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call today, 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057. It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Call Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg, offering ready mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Call today for prices and delivery options of ready mix concrete at 674-0865 or sand and gravel at 674-8121. That's Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg, a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
Are you having ongoing issues with your flat or low slope roof? MEB Systems of Sugar Creek specializes in flat or low slope roofs and has been serving the community and beyond since 1977. Whether it's tracking down or resolving a persistent leak, you are in need of a complete roof replacement, or you have a new build, MEB Systems will strive to find the best solution for you. They believe if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems Incorporated today at 330-852-4333 and visit them online at mebsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all Holmes County athletes a safe and healthy season.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
I'm Tiffany Stefano, and I am a Park National banker, and I am a community board member at Park National Bank. We believe we're more than just our job titles, and you are more than an account number. Now, bringing our family and community banks together under a single brand name means you get those core values you've always counted on from us. And more service, more access, more options. We are all together now at Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Hummel Group in Berlin, Mansfield, Orville, Wadsworth, and Worcester today at HummelGRP.com.
Starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Finish Line Auto Body, located on the north side of Millersburg. If your car's damaged, the best place to get it back in the game is at Finish Line Auto Body. Now tonight with your starting lineups, here is Scott Mellor.
Thank you, Troy, for the visiting West Holmes Knights. Starting this evening, number 33, 5'9" senior Katie Sprang. Number 23, 5'5" senior Katrina Rollins. Number 5, 5'6" senior Hannah Rohr. Number 0, 5'7" senior Alicia Alexander. And 5'9" junior Melanie Fair, number 21. Those are your starters for the West Holmes Lady Knights, coming in at 8-1. The starting lineups for the 1-6 Riverview Lady Black Bears. Number 5, 5'5" junior Jalen Williamson. Number 12, 5'3" sophomore Preston Patterson. Number 22, 5'9" junior Leah Collins. Number 52, 5'5" senior Emily Jaquay. And number 32, 6' junior Aliyah Better. Those are your starting lineups for the home team tonight, the 1-6 Lady Black Bears.
And West Holmes ready to get underway here. Jump ball up underway, controlled by the Lady Knights by Katie Sprang. She'll tip that over to Katrina Rollins now with the ball. She'll get to Katie Sprang at the foul line. Now hands off to Alicia Alexander. Over on the right side, shot from 3 by Katrina Rollins. No good. A rebound pulled down by Jalen Williamson of Riverview. Riverview with the basketball now, quickly the other direction. It's going to be Preston Patterson with the basketball for Riverview, dribbled up top. She'll dribble right side, now go back to the left to the foul line. She's going to kick it over to Jalen Williamson, top of the key, beyond the arc. And she'll dribble right side and hand the ball off to Leah Collins. Now Collins passed down the right corner. And Collins will bring that back up top, guarded up top by Rollins of the Lady Knights. Pass down the corner, knocked away there by Alicia Alexander. Ball will stay with Riverview. Just 1 minute into the ball game here, no score. So West Holmes Lady Knights at Riverview tonight. And Riverview basketball, they get the ball into Aliyah Better. Better now pass back out beyond the arc. Shot attempt there by Collins is no good. Three-pointer. Rebound pulled down by Melanie Fair of the Knights. Well, West Holmes back the other direction with the basketball. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul called there. On number 52, it's Emily Jackwaw for Riverview. Her first, team's first. Lady Knights basketball. That's going to be Rollins getting the ball inbounds to Rohr. Rohr's three-pointer up on the way. Nothing there. It's going to go out of bounds. Ball will go to Riverview, so we'll give Riverview the team rebound. And West Holmes now in their full court press as Riverview tries to bring the ball up. It's Emily Sprang guarding the ball. And that's Collins with the basketball. Now double teamed at half court. She'll get it over to Jackwaw. Jackwaw now across the timeline to Williamson. Williamson passed down the right corner to Patterson. Patterson back up top to Jackwaw. Her shot up on the way. Rims in and out. No good. tipped around, loose on the floor, eventually brought in by Alexander of the Knights. Ball quickly up to Melanie Fair on the left side. She'll dribble left baseline off the glass, no good. A rebound pulled down by Sprang. Her shot up, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and that's going to go out of bounds, and it'll go to a Riverview. So another team rebound will go to the Lady Bears. But both teams still looking for their first points of the night. 6:19 remaining here, first quarter of play. No score. Jackal with the ball now for Riverview. She'll get it over to Collins. Collins now across the timeline. And passing the low post to Better. Better's going to take the shot from the left block. No good. A rebound pulled down by the Knights, and that's Fair. Fair quickly up ahead to Katrina Rollins. Rollins on the right wing now to Sprang. Sprang shot off the move, no good. Just an air ball, so that rebound is pulled down by Preston Patterson for the Riverview Black Bears. Now Riverview with the ball. It's Jackwell on the left elbow, guarded out there by Patterson. Ball knocked loose out by half court, recovered by Jackwell. And she'll dribble left side into the paint. Bounce pass down the low block, goes out of bounds, so turnover will go on to Riverview. And we're going to get a change of basketballs here. The officials are rotating basketballs in and out, keeping them sanitized. So Lady Knight basketball. And that'll be Katrina Rollins in the backcourt with the ball for the Knights. She'll dribble across timeline, guarded there by Collins for the Riverview. Pass over to Alexander now. Top the key to Sprang. Turnover there, taken away by Jackwell for Riverview. So it's West Holmes' first turnover of the night. And now Riverview with the basketball. It's Patterson with the basketball. Top of the key beyond the arc. She'll pass over to Williamson on the left side. Guarded up top there by Rohr. And she'll dribble around right side. She'll throw the ball out of bounds. It goes out of bounds. Opposite the West Holmes bench, it'll be Lady Knight basketball. Riverview a second turnover of the night, and we've got a line change here for West Holmes as we'll see Patterson at McMillan, Halverson, and Mackenzie Patterson now with the basketball for West Holmes. Well, she'll pass the ball down to Sprang in the back corner. Now over to Alicia Alexander, right side. Over to Ella McMillan. Her shot up on the way for three. Got it. There's McMillan's first points of the night, and it's West Holmes' first points of the night, and they'll take a 3-0 lead. Now Riverview basketball in the backcourt. It's controlled by Jaquaw for Riverview. Collins now with the basketball, and we're going to get a timeout as they was close to a 10 call in the backcourt. So we get a timeout here. We will take a timeout and be back right after this from Riverview High School.
Since 1975, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has been an industry pioneer in real estate at auction. This is Anthony Kaufman. Some companies come and go, and some experience ownership changes, but Dave Kaufman has owned and overseen every aspect of his company. During that time, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has grown and expanded to meet increasing customer needs while always staying on the cutting edge of technology and giving back to the community. Rooted in tradition, growing through innovation, we are Kaufman Realty and Auctions in Millersburg, Sugar Creek, New Philadelphia, Cambridge, and at kaufmanrealty.com.
And we are back here at Riverview coming out of the timeout. West Holmes just scored its first bucket at the hands of Ella McMillan on her three-pointer. The West Holmes with a 3-0 lead here, 4:29 remaining in the first quarter of play from Riverview. West Holmes comes out there, trap the ball out the inbound, and Riverview will get a three-pointer up on the way, and good. That's Jalen Williamson with the made three for Riverview. Give Williamson her first 3 points of the night. Now it Sprang quickly back the other way for the Knights. Her three up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ella McMillan for West Holmes. Now it's Katie Sprang with the ball back up top. She's going to dribble left side to baseline off the glass and good. And so give Katie Sprang her first 2 points of the night. Now it's West Holmes with a 5-3 lead. And Riverview trying to get the ball over the timeline. That was Jalen Williamson. She traveled with it. So turnover number 3 on Riverview. The West Holmes basketball now with a 5-3 lead. 3:55 remaining. Kinsey Patterson with the basketball now, guarded up top by Jaquaw. She'll pass on the right side to McMillan. Now McMillan back up top to Sprang. Sprang with the ball. She'll throw a left side to McMillan beyond the arc. Up top to Kinsey Patterson. Kinsey Patterson's three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Emily Sprang, or Katie Sprang of West Holmes, and then she turns it over. She threw it into the paint where Leah Collins took it away. So turnover number 2 for West Holmes. And right there's a steal right in the backcourt by Kinsey Patterson. She'll go all the way to the bucket. Left-hand layup, no good. Sprang with the rebound up and in. Sprang gets a little cleanup duty there, gets her 4th point, 7-3 West Holmes. So Riverview now with the basketball in the backcourt. Again, taken away by Kinsey Patterson. She's going to get it up ahead to Alicia Alexander. Over to Sprang on the left side, off the glass, and good. And just like that, Riverview wants a timeout. So with 3:02 remaining here, first quarter, timeout on the floor. Score, West Holmes 9, Riverview 3. We'll be back right here for more on to WKLM-FM.com.
At Kai, we're here for your projects, both big and small. You can shop in-store or place an order for delivery. You can also come to the yard and pick up your order, and you won't have to lift a finger. In addition to all of those convenient options, locals can now place orders for Local Express online. Go to Kime.Express to start shopping today. Whether you are visiting us in person, calling in, picking up, or shopping online at Kime.Express, we're here to make your shopping as smooth as possible. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
And we are back here at Riverview High School in the timeout. It is 9-3 West Holmes with 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. And Scott, things got underway quickly here tonight, but West Holmes off to a good start here tonight.
Yeah, I think both teams had a little bit of trouble getting into their offense, and West Holmes, once they got their into their defensive set, they've had caused 3 quick Riverview turnovers. So West Holmes starting to take a little bit of advantage of their defensive pressure.
Absolutely. So Riverview now with the basketball. It's Jaquan getting the ball in for Riverview. Now it is Patterson with the ball. She's guarded up top by Katrina Rollins. She'll get the ball down quickly into the low post. Shot up by Patterson is no good. A rebound pulled down by Melanie Fair for the Knights. Katrina Rollins with the ball now. She'll cross the timeline. Hand off to Rohr. Rohr now back to Rollins. Rollins in the pound to Halverson. Halverson up top to McMillan. McMillan driving left side. She'll kick it back out to Fair. Fair's shot on the way is no good. Tipped out of bounds by Riverview, so it'll stay with West Holmes, give them the team rebound. And for West Holmes, we'll get Kinsey Patterson, Katie Sprang, and Alicia Alexander back in the game. Halverson, Rohr, and Fair will check out for the Knights. Olivia Spalding now checking in for Riverview, and she'll replace Emily Jaquan. The West Holmes basketball now under their own basket. It's going to be Katrina Rollins set to throw the ball in for the Lady Knights. And she'll get it over to Elle McMillan now up top to Alicia Alexander. Back in the corner to Rollins. Rollins shot on the way, no good. And we're going to get a loose ball foul on the rebound. That's going to go on Katie Sprang of the Lady Knights. So that'll be Sprang's first foul and team foul number 1 on West Holmes. And Riverview basketball now as West Holmes sets up in their 1-3-1 press. And Riverview gets the ball across the timeline, now picked up over there by Jalen Williamson. She'll throw it top the key to Preston Patterson. Patterson now dribbled up top, guarded by Alicia Alexander. And Patterson threw it over to the right side to Williamson. One zigged, one zagged. That ball went out of bounds. Turnover, number 6 on Riverview. West Holmes basketball now. It is Kinsey Patterson with the ball. She'll bring it up across the timeline. Now top the key, left side over to Alexander. Alexander up top to Sprang. Sprang's going to dribble into the paint. Right-hand layup off the glass and in. And Sprang all of a sudden has 8 points here in the first quarter for the Lady Knights. Riverview now with the ball. It's Jaquan. She'll get it across timeline to a wide open Spalding down the block and give Spalding 2 points for Riverview. And it's 11-5 lead for the Knights. So West Holmes quickly the other direction. We're going to get a foul called here on Jalen Williamson on the block. That'll be West Holmes basketball underneath their own bucket. It'll be Kinsey Patterson with the ball for the Knights. She'll get it over to Sprang on the left side beyond the arc. She'll dribble into the paint. Left hand up off the glass. No good. Rebound tipped around, knocked off of Riverview, so that will stay with West Holmes. Team rebound goes to the Lady Knights, and it'll be West Holmes basketball. Kinsey Patterson inbound. She'll get it into Sprang. Sprang now up top to Rollins. Rollins all the way over to Alexander. And Alexander in the corner to Patterson. Patterson throws the ball into the paint. And we got a tie up on the floor. Possession arrow will favor Riverview. Turnover West Holmes, number 3. Checking back in for West Holmes is Hannah Rohr and Melanie Fair. 1:22 remaining first quarter play. It's West Holmes with an 11-5 lead. Riverview gets the ball now in the backcourt. They'll throw it up top to Jaquaw. She'll hand it back over to Patterson. Patterson double team in the back part. She gets away from that. Gets it across the timeline to Williamson. West Holmes still chasing the basketball in a double team. And she'll get it out, and there's a turnover as Alicia Alexander takes away from the Knights. She'll quickly get up ahead to Sprang. Sprang shot up, no good, but she's fouled on the shot attempt by Emily Jaquaw for Riverview. So that's going to send Sprang to the free throw line. She'll have 2 attempts. This will be West Holmes' first free throw attempts on the night. And Sprang's first free throw attempt up on the way and got it. So give Sprang 9 now here in the first quarter of play for West Holmes, and she's got 9 of their 12. Kelsey Bowman checks in now for Riverview as Sprang's second shot attempt's no good, but she gets her own rebound, and she'll kick it back up to Roar. Roar back over to Kinsey Patterson. Her shot attempt on the way, three-pointer, no good, out of bounds. And that ball will go back over to Riverview on the missed shot. West Holmes backs out of their full court press. They're going to pick them up at half court now. Riverview basketball with under a minute to play. And this is Patterson now bringing the ball across the timeline. Tipped away in the corner there by Alicia Alexander for West Holmes, but it stays with Riverview. So Riverview basketball, sideline out of bounds over in front of the West Holmes bench. 44 seconds remaining here, first quarter of play. And this is Patterson getting the ball in for Riverview. She'll get it into Kelsey Bowman. Bowman dribbles top the key, guarded by Hannah Rohr. She'll throw right side down to Lily Yoder in the corner. Yoder's going to dribble baseline, go up a glass, right hand, no good. Rebound comes down to the Knights. That's Hannah Rohr with the ball. Quickly up ahead to Sprang. Sprang dribbles around the left side off the glass and good. Sprang with 11 now in the first quarter for the Knights. 14-5 Lady Knight lead. Patterson now with the basketball. She'll get it over to Bowman for Riverview across the timeline. They'll get it up ahead to Lily Yoder. Yoder now down in the paint. Pass tipped off the glass. Fought for. Rebound comes down to Alicia Alexander for West Holmes. Under 5 seconds remaining. Quickly up ahead to Melanie Fair. And then West Holmes will turn the basketball over. It'll be turnover number 4. And Riverview throws up a desperation 3 as time expires. And that'll be the end of the first quarter of play here from Riverview. Scores West Holmes West Holmes 14, Riverview 5. We'll be back right after this.
It's the GE Appliances Holiday Savings Event, now through December 30th at Millersburg Electric. Check out the new fingerprint-resistant stainless steel finish on the GE French door-style refrigerator with a door-in-a-door, and LED light wall with hands-free autofill dispenser. Earn up to $2,000 remodel rebate, a customizable GE Cathay appliance suites available in 3 colors with multiple handle finishes. Qualified customers get 0% interest with no down payment until December 2021. Stop by the area's largest appliance showroom today or visit MillersburgElectric.com. With tightening budgets and resources, schools face a daunting task these days, providing young people with all they need to equip them for the years ahead. Denko Marketing in Millersburg urges you to support our students and youth in whatever way you can. Whether it's the giving of your time and experience or donating items for use by educators, groups, or clubs, everyone can make a difference. Denko Marketing of Millersburg hopes you're giving back to the young people of today. Denko Marketing of Millersburg, where the business at hand is the business of home.
And stay tuned. Immediately following today's game, we will be choosing our Subway Player of the Game. Our chosen player will receive a free foot-long value meal from Subway in Millersburg at 995 South Washington Street. West Holmes basketball now the 14-5 lead starting in the second quarter here. And it's West Holmes with the basketball now. It's Katie Sprang putting up her shot. That's no good. A rebound comes down to Riverview, and that rebound pulled down by number 22, Leah Collins. Riverview now with the basketball. Up ahead is Patterson with the ball for Riverview. She'll throw it over left side to Bowman. Bowman now over on the right side to Williamson in the corner. Nowhere to go with it. She's going to dribble back up top. Hands the ball back off to Patterson for Riverview. She's guarded up top there by Katrina Rollins. Now Williamson with the basketball on the left side. She'll go over to Patterson. Her long three up on the way off the glass. No good. A rebound pulled down by McMillan of West Holmes. West Holmes now quickly the other way. It's Rollins with the basketball. She's going to dribble all the way to the hole, and that's going to be blocked out of bounds by Riverview. Numbers from the first quarter brought to you by Scott Miller. from three-point land, it was West Holmes being 1 of 6, Riverview 1 of 2. Two-pointers was 5 of 12 for West Holmes, while Riverview was just 1 of 4. West Holmes 1 of 2 from the free throw line, while Riverview did not attempt a free throw. West Holmes grabbed 12 rebounds to Riverview's 6, and West Holmes committing 4 turnovers, while Riverview committed 7. And while we had a little break there, we had a foul called on West Holmes. That foul is going to be called on Kinsey Patterson. That's going to be her first of the game. So Riverview basketball now. They'll quickly get it across the timeline. And that is Lily Yoder with the basketball, guarded out there by Ella McMillan. McMillan tipped it away, now recovered there by Lily Yoder. Yoder gets a bounce pass into the paint to Bowman, and she's going to throw it clear over to Jalen Williamson in the left corner. It's Williamson with the basketball. Back up top to Kelsey Bowman. She's guarded out there by Ella McMillan. Now the ball shot from the top of the key, rattles in and out, and that was Preston Patterson with the three-pointer for the Riverview Lady Bears. So West Holmes with the basketball quickly the other way. It's Sprang. She'll get the pass into Halverson, tipped back out to Kinsey Patterson. Back out to Sprang, left side beyond the arc. Three-pointer no good. Rebound pulled down by Olivia Spalding for Riverview. Ball knocked loose on the floor, recovered by Spalding. Now it'll be Patterson coming back the other way across the timeline. She'll stop and pop from three-point land. Off the line, no good. A rebound pulled down by Kelsey Bowman. She'll pass the ball over to Yoder. Yoder shot up and no good, but she's going to be fouled on the play. And they're going to get Mia Halverson on that foul. So that's going to send number 44, Lily Yoder, to the free throw line. She'll have 2 free throw attempts for Riverview. Get ready for a New Year's Eve and a New Year's Day with a cheese tray from Rody's IGA. Plus great specials throughout the store the entire week at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. Yoder missed the first free throw attempt. Her second one up on the way. And that one's no good. A rebound pulled down by Sprang for the Knights. Sprang goes quickly the other way on the left side. She'll stay left hand. Now hand it off to Patterson. Patterson up top to Rollins. She'll try McMillan down the paint. Back out to Sprang. Sprang right-hander up in the air and no good. And she's fouled. So that foul is going to be called on Lily Yoder, her first team foul, number 4 on Riverview. And Sprang will go to the line with 2 free throw attempts for West Holmes. Sprang with 11 points here on the night. And that one rolls in and out. Just 2 players doing all the damage here for West Holmes so far. That Sprang with 11 and McMillan with a 3-pointer to round out West Holmes scoring. Riverview's got 3-pointers from Williamson and Patterson, and as well as a 2-point contribution from Olivia Spalding, and that gives you your 14-8 score. Sprang's second free throw attempt up on the way. That's no good, and the rebound pulled down there by Emily Jaqua. Jaqua will get it over to Preston Patterson quickly across the timeline. She'll get the ball to Bowman. Now Bowman dribbles right side. She'll get bounce pass down to Jaqua in the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be turnover against Riverview. Turnover number 8. Their first of the second quarter play. So West Holmes now with Emily Fair, Katrina Rollins, Alicia Alexander, Ella McMillan, and Hannah Rohr on the floor right now. Katrina Rollins with the basketball now. She'll bring it across the timeline. Guarded up top by Kelsey Bowman from Riverview. Ball now over to Melanie Fair on the right side. She'll go baseline. Shot up under the glass. No good. A rebound pulled down by Riverview's Leah Collins. So Collins with the ball now looking to get it off. She'll get it over to Bowman. Bowman looking to get it across the timeline. Guarded by Katrina Rollins for the Knights. Bowman's going to get a bounce pass into the paint. It's going to be intercepted by the Knights. Turnover on the Black Bears, and here comes Rollins the other direction for West Holmes. Her left-hand layup, no good. A rebound was pulled down by Melanie Fair, and now we've got a jump ball situation, and that will go over to Riverview. So turnover against West Holmes will be number 6 on the night for the Lady Knights. Riverview basketball now traveling 14-8. And with the basketball now is Collins for Riverview, guarded in the backcourt by Ella McMillan. She gets it across the timeline. McMillan making her work hard for everything she's getting here. Ball knocked into the backcourt by McMillan. McMillan streaks ahead, picks it up. She's going to hand it off to Alexander, then they're going to get McMillan on the travel. So turnover number 7 now on West Holmes. And it'll be Riverview basketball here in front of their own bench. And Riverview is going to ask for a timeout here, so we'll take a timeout, and we'll come back right after this on WKLM-FM.
It's the GE Appliances Holiday Savings Event, now through December 30th at Millersburg Electric. Check out the new fingerprint-resistant stainless steel finish on the GE French door-style refrigerator with a door-in-a-door, and LED light wall with hands-free autofill dispenser. Earn up to $2,000 remodel rebate, a customizable GE Cathay appliance suites available in 3 colors with multiple handle finishes. Qualified customers get 0% interest with no down payment until December 2021. Stop by the area's largest appliance showroom today or visit MillersburgElectric.com.
Keim Lumber. At Keim, you can shop in-store or place an order on for delivery or come to the yard and pick up your order without lifting a finger. Plus, you can now place orders for Local Express online at Keim.express. Keim, built on trust since 1911. And from here at Riverview High School, we've got in the second quarter of play, just under 5 minutes remaining here, 4:45. It's West Holmes 14, Riverview 8. Scott, we've seen kind of a low-scoring affair here tonight so far.
Yeah, and West Holmes in their first loss of the season against Triway the other night had a really poor shooting night, and unfortunately it's continuing again. They've been the aggressors. They've caused a lot more turnovers on Riverview's part, but they haven't been able to put the ball in the basket.
There was a shot attempt by Emily Jaquaw for Riverview. No good, but it went out of bounds off of West Holmes. So Riverview gets a team rebound. They'll keep the basketball underneath their own bucket. And this is Preston Patterson trying to get the ball in. She does just in time to Williamson. She'll get it up top, guarded by Hannah Rohr. She'll reverse dribble now to the foul line. Kick it back up top to Patterson. Patterson's 3 on the way and good. And Patterson's got her second 3 of the night. She's got 6, and it's a 14-11 West Holmes lead. So now it's Katrina Rollins with the ball. She'll get it into Fair, top of the paint, hand it off to McMillan. McMillan's going to go right side, kick it back out to Rollins. 3 on the way, no good. A rebound pulled down by Hannah Rohr, the Knights. Now it's Alicia Alexander with the basketball. She'll bounce pass over to Rollins. Rollins right side to Melanie Fair. And Fair shuffle to feet on the move, travel, turnover West Holmes, number 8. Go back into the ball game for West Holmes will be Halverson and Sprang. Riverview basketball. Now they'll get the ball in the backcourt, and that's going to be Patterson with the ball. She guarded by Sprang. Now gets across timeline. 3:49 remaining here at first quarter play. West Holmes up 14-11. Emily Jacob with the basketball now. She's going to get down to Alea Better, and Better gets the bucket. Give her first 2 points of the game, and we've got a 1-point ball game here, 14-13 Lady Knights. Sprang now with a 3-pointer beyond the arc. Left side, no good. A rebound pulled down by Hannah Rohr. She'll give it back up to Patterson. Patterson going to dribble all the way left side, layup off the glass, and no good. Foul called on Riverview. And they're going to get number 12, Preston Patterson, on that. That's her first foul. Team foul number 5 on Riverview. Kinsey Patterson will go to the free throw line with 2 for West Holmes. Her first one up on the way and got it. That's Patterson's first point of the night, 15-13 late night lead. Patterson with 1 more remaining. That shot up on the way and good. Give her 2. That's 16-13 at West Holmes. And now Riverview basketball, they'll quickly get it ahead up to Collins in the corner. She'll get it back up top to Patterson. Pass back to Collins right side. Guarded by Halverson. She'll try to throw it down in the paint all the way across. Picked up by Jalen Williamson in the left corner. Now guarded by Sprang up top. Williamson beyond the arc. Ball now over to Patterson left side. They're going to reverse it clear down the corner. And a good kick there by Alicia Alexander. I want to watch out. They'll be looking to her play football this year.
There you go.
There are 2:55 remaining. It's Riverview basketball underneath their own bucket. Trailing West Holmes by just 3. It's Patterson with the ball now. She's going to look to get it into the paint. She's going to lob it up top, and it's going to be picked up at the top of the key up there by Jaquaw. And Jaquaw now back to Williamson, guarded by Rohr. Williamson dribbles left side, and she'll pull it back out, nowhere to go with Hannah Rohr still on her. They're counting time close to a 5. She got it away over to Collins for the whistle. And now back over to Williamson, top of the key. Beyond the arc, guarded by Hannah Rohr. She'll dribble right side. Bounce pass over to Aliyah Better. Guarded by Mia Halverson for the Knights. It's Better looking for someplace to go. She'll get it back up to Williamson. And Riverview being very patient here, looking for a good shot selection. It's Williamson now left side to Patterson. Patterson guarded by Sprang, top of the key, beyond the arc. Now over to Williamson on the left side. She's picked up there by Alicia Alexander. And with that, they're going to get Riverview with a turnover there. It was Jake Wall in the travel. Turnover number 10 on Riverview. Have you heard yet? The Beach Club Tanning Salon has added a new location in Millersburg to go along with their Berlin shop. Open every day except Sunday at both locations at the Beach Club Tanning Salon in Millersburg and Berlin. West Holmes basketball now. It is Kinsey Patterson. She went left side to Alexander. Now she'll go back right side to Sprang. Sprang's right-hand layup off the glass is good. And it give her 13 of the West Holmes 18 tonight. And quickly a turnover there by Riverview is picked up by Kinsey Patterson for the Knights. Her layup off the glass good on the left side. Patterson now has 4, and Riverview basketball, they're going to try to get into inbounds, and they've got that to Leah Collins. And that ball's knocked out of Collins' hand by Patterson, and it'll stay with Riverview. And that's going to get for West Holmes, Ella McMillan back in the goal game, and Mia Halverson will check back out. So Riverview ball, and they'll quickly get it in to Collins. She's going to go all the way down to the right side to the paint, puts up a shot where it's no good. She's fouled there by Kinsey Patterson of the Lady Knights. So that will send Leah Collins to the free throw line. Collins a 5'9" junior for Riverview. 2 free throw attempts on the way for Collins. Her first one attempt up on the way, and it's good. Stop by Southside Quick Lube and ask for a Quaker State oil change. For performance you can count on, Quaker State. The power to reduce friction. And Collins now with her second free throw attempt. That one's up on the way and no good. Rebound pulled down by Sprang of the Knights. 1:23 remain here in the first half of play from Riverview High School. 2014 West Holmes lead. And it's Patterson now dribbles right side. She'll get it into Sprang. Back up top to Ella McMillan. Back over to Kinsey Patterson. All the way across to Alicia Alexander for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hannah Rohr, but they're going to get Rohr going over the back of Preston Patterson. Patterson had position on Rohr that time. Good call by the official. So team foul number 5 on West Holmes. That's Rohr's first foul. So it'll be Riverview basketball. And that's going to be Preston Patterson bring the ball up the court for Riverview now. 1 minute remaining here in the first half of play from Riverview. Her pass is going to go all the way down to Lily Yoder. And it's going to come back up to Patterson. Patterson's three-pointer on the way, no good. Ball knocked around loose, picked up by McMillan for West Holmes. McMillan now quickly up ahead to Rohr. Rohr right side off the glass. Rialto's in and out, no good. Rebound fought for, loose on the floor. And it's going to stay with West Holmes. So West Holmes will get the team rebound on that. It'll be West Holmes basketball out of bounds. 41.4 seconds remaining here in the first half. Kinsey Patterson now with the basketball looking to get it in. She'll get it into Sprang where it's knocked out of bounds by Riverview. It'll stay here with West Holmes. It was Olivia Spalding with the defense there for Riverview knocking that ball out.
Yeah, Riverview has been playing pretty well defensively, especially in the half court.
Absolutely. And now West Holmes, it's Katie Sprang going back door left side on the cut. Bounce pass, and she gets the left-hand layup good and the foul called. And they're going to get the foul called on Olivia Spalding. So Sprang will have points number 15 and looking for 16 with this free throw attempt. Sprang shouldered the load here for the Knights in the first half of play thus far. As that free throw attempt up on the way and good, and give her 16 of West Holmes' 23 points. So Riverview basketball now. This is going to be Kelsey Bowman with the ball. She got it up ahead to Lily Yoder, and that's going to be taken away by the Knights. Quickly up ahead to Sprang. Sprang's going to try and throw it down where it's taken away by Riverview, and now Sprang takes it back for West Holmes. And now Riverview takes it back. There's 2 turnovers each in a matter of about 10 seconds. And now this is going to be Patterson with the three-pointer for Riverview. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Spalding of Riverview. Her shot attempt up no good. Rebound pulled down by McMillan of West Holmes. And there's going to be a three-point attempt by Kinsey Patterson on the way is no good, and that's the way we're going to end the first half of play. So from Riverview High School, our score at halftime is 23, Riverview 14. You're listening to Girls High School Basketball on WKLM-FM Stream 2, and you're catching us on Facebook Live and YouTube Live.
You can now shop True Value Hardware at Holmes Lumber in Millersburg. In fact, it's the only True Value store in Holmes County. They have added literally thousands of items to their inventory, including Easy Care paint, making it easy for you to find everything you need for your next project. Holmes Lumber is located on State Route 39 between Millersburg and Berlin. Behind every project is a True Value.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
You've heard interest rates are low, but what does that mean? This is Jeanette Troyer with CSB, and this means it's a great time to buy or build a home, make home improvements, or refinance your mortgage. Refinancing with a lower interest rate could shave years off your loan or even lower your monthly mortgage payment. You can also use this opportunity to complete the home improvement projects you have been dreaming about. Call or text your local expert at 800-654-9015 to learn how you could take advantage of low interest rates. The Commercial and Savings Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Broman & Byler in Millersburg is a local full-service accounting firm. Hello, this is John Byler. We offer a complete range of services from tax, business, and estate planning to bookkeeping and payroll services. When choosing a financial advisor at tax time, choose Broman & Byler at 161 North Washington Street in Millersburg. You can reach us at 330-674-8222.
If you're thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You are ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Rob Huvis with Edward Jones Investments in Millersburg. Let's work together to help ensure that your finances can keep up with your own needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by my office at 212 North Washington Street. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Live the life you want at Danbury Senior Living. Danbury is delighted to introduce you and your family to some of the finest senior living. We offer amenities that today's seniors expect for comfort, support, and security. Let us be your home for the next chapter in your life or your loved ones in our spacious 1- and 2-bedroom apartments. Located on Portage Road in Worcester, stop in for a tour today. Meet our staff and residents and find out why they love calling Danbury of Worcester home.
Even though COVID-19 is still a threat, your cooperative is as committed as ever to keeping the power on, so you can do your job by staying home and staying safe. Disinfect high-touch surfaces frequently and check in on your neighbors and loved ones often. You've got the power to make a difference, and you can count on us to be here for you every day.
Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative, celebrating 85 years of service to this great community.
And taking a look at some other games around the area tonight in boys action from Highland High School in the first Federal Holiday Showcase. It is Highland taking on Waynedale, and it was Fremont Ross and Smithville there earlier today. Other area boys games, we have Ridgewood at Carrollton tonight. Mount Marion Harding is at Mount Vernon. Other girls games in the area, aside from the West Holmes Riverview game you're listening to right here, we've got Triway at CVCA, Chippewa's at Waynedale, Northmore is at Loudonville tonight, Ridgewood at Indian Valley, Tusky Valley at Maysville, Sandy Valley at Claymont, and Newcomers Town at Malvern. It's East Canton at Perry, Mount Vernon is at Mansfield Senior, and Clear Fork is at Lexington tonight. And we are here at Riverview High School. We're at halftime. It's 23-14, Lady Knights up on Riverview. For West Holmes in the first half, a little scoring for the team for West Holmes, but it was Katie Sprang doing most of the damage as she recorded 16 points in the first half, 11 of those coming in the first quarter for the Lady Knights. And then it was Kinsey Patterson adding 4 points respectively, and McMillan with a lone three-pointer to round out scoring for West Holmes. For Riverview, they are led by Preston Patterson. She's got 2 3-pointers. Jalen Williamson's got a 3. Leah Collins has got 1 point. Aaliyah Better has 2. And it's Olivia Spalding adds 2 points, rounding out the scoring for Riverview. And with your first half stats, here is Scott Meller.
Your team score, West Holmes 23, Riverview 14. For the Knights, they were 1 of 11 for just under 1% from three-point range, while the Riverview Black Bears were 3 of 8 for 38%. West Holmes was 8 of 22 from two-point range for 36%, while the Black Bears were 2 of 11 for 18%. From the free throw line, West Holmes went to the free throw line 7 times, hit 4 for 57%, while Riverview was 1 of 4 for 25%. West Holmes had 22 rebounds so far in the first half. Riverview had 15 rebounds. In turnovers, West Holmes had 10 turnovers to 13 for Riverview.
Yeah, and stick around. Following the game, we'll be choosing our Subway player of the game. Subway, along with cooperation of WKLM in Millersburg, will reward our player of the game with a free foot-long value sub. Compliments of Subway at 995 South Washington Street in Millersburg. And Scott, for West Holmes, they're having a little trouble getting on track. Take away the hot hand of Katie Sprang here in the first half, and West Holmes has trouble staying in this ball game.
Yeah, West Holmes lost that first game the other night. They looked like they lacked a lot of energy. They didn't shoot the ball well against Triway. And tonight, I noticed they do have quite a bit more energy, both individually and as a team. They were starting to bother Riverview with that full court press, started to gain a little bit of a lead. But, on the shooting front, West Holmes still having issues with cold shooting. But I think that if they continue to keep that defensive pressure up and show a little more energy than what they showed in that first loss the other night, I think they will have the advantage heading into this second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, defense will always breed offense. So, when your team is struggling, the best thing you do is you encourage your team to play good defense and find their way to get out of that slump and start scoring points again. For West Holmes here, they're looking for a little bit of a different second half effort, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's been great to be here tonight, Troy, at one of the meccas of East Central Ohio basketball. These two teams and two programs have 8 state championships in either AA or Division II between them. And besides that, both teams have been to the state finals other times beyond that. So, it's been great to see these two programs that have some very rich history. West Holmes from that the early 80s, and then also in 2014, Riverview. They had one of the very first AA state championships all the way back in 1975 for their girls, or actually I think that was 1977. Then they won it again in 82. And then West Holmes took over and won those 3 straight, 84 through 86. And then we're back again in 2014. The Black Bears had state championships from 2006 and 2007. So, again, 2 storied programs in East Central Ohio basketball, and it's just a privilege to be here and watch these 2 programs and these great coaches and all their great athletes.
Absolutely. There's a lot of rich tradition and history here for sure. So we come back, we'll get ready for the tip-off and second half action here from Riverview High School right here on WKLM Stream 2.
Melway Paving Company is a well-known asphalt paving contractor for homes and surrounding counties since 1964, specializing in asphalt paving, chip and seal coating. For your next paving project, call Melway Paving at 330-279-9000. Melway Paving is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Hummel Group in Berlin, Mansfield, Orville, Wadsworth, and Worcester today at HummelGRP.com.
And in JV action earlier here tonight, it was West Holmes defeating Riverview 44-19 in the tip-off before the varsity game. So we are set to get underway here with the second half of action. It's going to be West Holmes basketball, and it'll be Alicia Alexander inbounding for West Holmes. West Holmes will start with Alexander, Rollins, Fair, Rohr, and Sprang to start the second half. And right away, West Holmes commits a turnover. It was Rollins trying to hand the ball off top, and it's taken away by Riverview. Well, Riverview quickly the other direction now with the ball. It's Preston Patterson. She'll throw it up top to Williamson, now left side over to Jaquan. Jaquan on the low block to Collins. She'll bounce pass to Elia Better. Better now cross to Williamson and give Williamson the bucket. Williamson has 5, and it's a 23-16 West Holmes lead. Rollins down with the ball. She'll get it down in the low block to Katie Sprang. Her shot off the glass is good. Sprang adds to her game-high 16. Now give her 18. Riverview with the basketball. It's Williamson. She'll hand off to Leah Collins. Up top now over to Patterson beyond the arc. Guarded up top there by Katrina Rollins of the Lady Knights. Pass over left side to Patterson. She's going to dribble into the foul line. Now to a cutting Collins off the glass. No good. A rebound pulled down by Elia Better. Shot's no good. She gets her own rebound, sticks it back up and in. Better now has 4 for Riverview. So West Holmes with the basketball. Now it's Sprang over to Fair. Fair in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Sprang for the Knights. She'll go with the right hand. Shot up. No good, but she's fouled. And they got Jalen Williamson on the foul call. And they're going to call that on the floor. So non-shooting foul. It'll be West Holmes basketball. That's Jalen Williams' second personal foul. Team foul number 1 on Riverview. Knights basketball now. It's inbounded to Sprang. She's going to dribble baseline. Now go left-hand reverse layup under the bucket. No good. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by Williamson for Riverview. And Williamson will keep it and bring it up the court. She'll get a cross timeline guarded by Hannah Rohr of the Knights. Pass over to the right side, tipped away, and still fought for loose on the floor. Still loose on the floor. And it's going to be a held ball situation. That'll go to Riverview. So through all that melee, Riverview did not lose possession, and ball stays with Riverview. So it'll be Patterson inbounding the ball now for Riverview in front of the scorer's table. And she'll get it in to Leah Collins. Now Collins will dribble back up top, the key to the foul line. No place to go. She'll hand it off to Patterson, left side. She'll reverse pivot back up top to Leah Collins. 25-18, West Holmes lead. And there's a takeaway there by Alicia Alexander. So turnover number 14 on the night for Riverview. And just like that, West Holmes gives it right back. And into the game now is going to be Mia Halverson for West Holmes, along with Ella McMillan. Checking out is going to be Melanie Fair and Hannah Rohr. So Riverview basketball, it's going to be Jalen Williamson with the ball. And there's a steal by Sprang. She's going to go to the other side of the layup. She misses the left-hand layup, and rebounding there is Kinsey Patterson. She'll get the stick back and bucket good. Patterson now has 6 on the night for West Holmes. And with the basketball now for Riverview is Leah Collins. She'll get it over to Elia Better. And she's fouled on the shot attempt by Hannah Rohr. Actually, they're going to get Alicia Alexander on that, excuse me. Rohr not in the ball game. So that's Alexander's first foul. And it'll send Elia Better to the free throw line with 2 attempts. Her first one up on the way, no good off the back iron. Get 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 in trade assistance on 2020 Fusions, Escape, Edge, and Explorers, along with employee pricing on select vehicles during the year-end sales event at Village Motors and VillageMotorsIncorporated.com. get better the made free throw attempt, and now score 27-19 West Holmes. Ball loose on the floor, fought for, picked up by Alexander, then tied up by Riverview, so it'll stay here on the end of the floor with West Holmes. It's going to be Sprang ready to inbound the basketball for the Knights as soon as we get Alexander's shoes tied. So Sprang will get it in to Kinsey Patterson now for the Knights. She's going to go back door to Katie Sprang, up off the glass and good. And Sprang now gets 20 points on the night with that layup. 29-19, West Holmes lead. West Holmes now in their full court press. They get the ball trapped there in the backcourt, and it's taken away by Kinsey Patterson tonight. She's handed off to Alicia Alexander, and we've got another held ball at the top of the key. So that's going to go over to Riverview, and that's going to be a turnover on West Holmes, number 13 on the night. Riverview basketball now. It's going to be Preston Patterson with the ball in the backcourt. She's going to walk it across the timeline. She's met there by Katie Sprang of the Knights. Now double team comes, and there's a steal by Alicia Alexander. She's going to go all the way to right hand layup up off the glass, and good. And those are Alexander's first 2 points tonight. We got a timeout taken here by Riverview, so we'll take one as well. Score from Riverview is 31-19. You're listening to Girls High School Basketball on the WKLM-FM Stream 2.
The year-end sales event starts now at Village Motors in Millersburg. This is Deke Miller, and I'm excited to announce that Ford is offering 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 in trade assistance on 2020 Fusion, Escape, Edge, and Explorer. Also, employee pricing for all on all remaining 2020 Ram light-duty pickup trucks, along with 2020 or 2021 Jeep Compass, Cherokee, and Grand Cherokee. Stop in soon to grab these year-end deals and check us out online at villagemotorsinc.com.
High School Basketball on Facebook Live is a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.
And back here at Riverview High School. Now you're catching us on Stream 2 as you're listening. The Highland and Waynedale game is on the air at WKLM-FM tonight. Catching us on Facebook Live and YouTube Live tonight. We want to thank our friends at Claxon Communication for getting us on air tonight. And it's Riverview basketball now. There's going to be a turnover by Riverview taken away by McMillan for West Holmes. Ball loose on the floor, and West Holmes gives it right back to Riverview. Turnover number 14 on West Holmes and 18 on Riverview. And we've got a loose ball called on the other end of the floor. We're going to foul called there on Alicia Alexander. It's going to be her second foul. Team foul number 2 of the Knights in the second half. Checking in for Riverview now is Olivia Spalding and Lily Yoder. Riverview basketball now. This is going to be Kayla Shrimplin with the ball for Riverview. And we had a whistle there. They're going to get Kinsey Patterson on the foul call. Foul called right in front of the West Holmes bench. Coach Snyder not real happy with the call, but it'll stay as it is, as they usually do.
Yeah, that's Kinsey's third foul tonight, and she fouled out of the game the other night, and she was really important in that West Holmes loss. She was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Notice that she's 2 of 2 tonight, but I'm sure Coach Patterson doesn't want her, Coach Snyder does not want her out of the game for very long.
Absolutely not. So ball will stay with Riverview now. It's going to be Preston Patterson inbounding in front of the West Holmes bench. And she'll get it all the way across court to Jalen Williamson, where it's tipped away there by McMillan, and we're going to get a foul called on McMillan. So the ball will stay with Riverview now. We'll have side out, opposite side of the bench at half court. So McMillan's first foul, team foul number 4 on West Holmes in the second half of play. 31-19, Lady Knight advantage. Riverview basketball. And this is going to be Kelsey Bowman now. She'll get it over to Preston Patterson, left side guarded by Alicia Alexander for Lady Knights. Patterson now dribbles, gets it back over on the left side. And pass to Lily Yoder on the baseline. Her shot up at no good. A rebound comes down to Olivia Spaulding. Now back up top to Patterson. Her three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Ellen McMillan for West Holmes. McMillan's pass up ahead, attempted to Alexander. This knocked out of bounds by Riverview. And that was Olivia Spaulding with a deflection. So checking out for West Holmes is going to be Halverson and Alexander. Sprang set to inbound now for the Lady Knights. And she'll get it up to Melanie Fair. Fair hands back off to Sprang. Sprang dribbles left side. Left-hand pass over to McMillan beyond the arc. She'll fake, dribble into the paint. Right-hand shot up. No good, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line for 2 attempts.
Yeah, that was a good move to the basket for Ella McMillan. And if she could hit those 2 free throws, you know, that's important right now in this stretch as they're trying to extend their lead.
Absolutely. And first one off the back iron, no good for McMillan, so she'll have 1 left. McMillan's got 3 points on the night for West Holmes, and 1 free throw attempt remaining. That one's up on the way. Off the iron, no good. Rebound fought for, brought down by Patterson of Riverview, then turned over, taken away by the Knights. So now it's Sprang with the basketball, top the key, right side over to McMillan. She got a free drive to the lane, missed the right-hand layup, and pulled down there by Kelsey Bowman for Riverview. Ball knocked loose in the backcourt. Riverview still has it. It's controlled there by Kelsey Bowman. She gets it across to Yoder. Yoder with the ball now guarded by McMillan. Right side over to Patterson beyond the arc, guarded there by Sprang. Now back up top. High on the left side to Jalen Williamson. Now she'll dribble back to the top. The key pass into to Olivia Spaulding, cutting the bucket left side. Bucket is good. They'll give Spaulding that's her 4th point on the night. West Holmes with the basketball. Now it's Melanie Fair. Shot fake up, and she'll take off left side for the layup attempt where she's fouled. So that's going to send Melanie Fair to the free throw line. Foul's going to be called on Olivia Spaulding. Her 2nd, team foul number 3 on Riverview. And this will be Melanie Fair at the free throw line. The left-hander's shot up, in and out, no good. Melanie Fair, 5'9" junior, averaging 3.6 points a game. She's still looking for her first points here tonight. 2nd free throw attempt up, and that one is good. Give Fair her first bucket of the night. 32-21 Lady Knight lead. Stop in and see TMK Farm Service for all your animal and pet needs with locations in Berlin, Sugar Creek, Holmesville, and New Bedford. And on the inbound, there's a takeaway by McMillan for West Holmes. So turnover on Riverview is going to be number 20. And McMillan on the way to the foul, on the way to the bucket. Turns the ball over herself. Thought there was a foul come there, but I think they got her on a travel instead. So turnover number 15 now on West Holmes. A little confusion on the floor there, not sure what that's all about. But Riverview basketball, and it's going to be Bowman with the ball. She'll hand it, taken away there by Alexander. She'll pass over to Rohr. Rohr right side, little 10-footer, no good. A rebound pulled down by Lily Yoder of Riverview. Yoder with the ball up ahead to Patterson now across the timeline, guarded by Rohr. Trapped there by Rohr and McMillan. And they got a reach there on McMillan. So 2nd foul on McMillan, team foul number 5 on the Lady Knights. 2:38 remaining here, 3rd quarter play. It's Riverview basketball. It's Patterson set to inbounds for Riverview. And she'll throw it up ahead to Williamson. She dribbles left side, pass into the paint to Spaulding, back out to Bowman. Now back down to Spaulding. Her shot no good, gets her own rebound, back out to Bowman. Bowman shot right side. No good. A rebound pulled down by McMillan of West Holmes. Now Ellen McMillan with it. She'll get it up ahead to Kinsey Patterson. And Patterson fouled there. Now they're going to get an offensive call on Kinsey Patterson with the push-off. So, Scott, like you said, there's 4 team fouls on her, and they do need her on the floor, but she's going to come out with those 4. So it'll be Riverview basketball. Not sure what we're looking at here. We got a little scratch on the arm. Player needs attended to.
Yeah, that's 6 team fouls on the Knights, and so the next foul, Riverview is going to be shooting.
Absolutely. So West Holmes hanging on to this 32-21 lead. And we got a player Taking care of a little scratch on the sideline. I think she's good to go. Don't let your home be without power. Call Holmesville Electric, your local Generac automatic standby generator dealer. Holmesville Electric has a full factory certified technicians and carries a full line of parts and service kits for all your Generac needs. Call today at 330-279-4522. And coming out of that stoppage, we've got a turnover there on Riverview. This will be West Holmes basketball now. Opposite end of the floor. Riverview now has 22 turnovers on the night. So Riverview getting a sub in the game. It's going to be Kayla Shrimplin coming in. She's going to replace Preston Patterson. And Riverview getting set up in their press. It's going to be Alexander inbounding the basketball. She's going to throw over top of everybody. Up ahead to Sprang. Sprang with a left-hand layup and good. And we'll give Sprang 22 on the night. So now Riverview basketball. And that ball tipped out of bounds by Alicia Alexander. West Holmes with their biggest lead of the night at 13 points, but they've had to work for every one of them.
Yeah, I do like their energy tonight.
Well, they reversed that call. I'm not sure what it was, but that ball is going to go back to West Holmes. So it'll be a turnover on Riverview, whatever happened there. So it's going to get inbounds to Alexander. Top the key, back out to Rollins. She's going to drive into the paint, and we got a blocking foul coming on Riverview, and that's going to be on number 44, Lily Yoder, for the Lady Bears. Checking in now for West Holmes is Allie McMillan. Hannah Rohr's going to get a breather. West Holmes basketball now. It's Rollins. She's going to get the ball over to Sprang. Sprang's three-pointer from the left side is no good. Rebound goes long out of bounds, so that team rebound will go to Riverview. Riverview basketball now. They'll both the ball inbounds to Yoder. Yoder's going to throw it up ahead to Jalen Williamson. Williams back over to Kelsey Bowman. Now it's Bowman all the way up the court. She's going to go right side over to Jalen Williamson. Taken away there by Sprang. Sprang's got a run out all by herself going to the left side. Layup. She goes up hard and she's fouled out there by Spalding of Riverview. So Sprang's going to have to earn those 2 points at the free throw line. So Katie Sprang again with 22 points on the night. 22 of West Holmes 34. She's got 2 free throws coming. First one up on the way and got it. And coming back in for Riverview is going to be Better, Jaquaw, and Collins. Sprang will have one left. 35-21 West Holmes lead. Her second free throw attempt up on the way. In and out. No good. Ball loose on the floor. It's going to be picked up by Rollins for West Holmes. So West Holmes will get the rebound there. Now Sprang with the basketball top the key. She'll throw it over to Allie McMillan. Back up top to Rollins. Now back over to Sprang. Foul line into the paint. She's going to kick it back out to Alexander beyond the arc. Drive into the paint. Kick it back up to McMillan. And McMillan traveled. Shuffled her feet on the move. Turnover number 16 on West Holmes. That is her 6th of the third quarter of play. Stick around for the conclusion of tonight's game. We'll be choosing our Subway player of the game as Subway in Millersburg along with WKLM 95.3 is proud to sponsor your Subway player of the game. That player will receive a free foot-long value meal from Subway at 995 South Washington Street in Millersburg. And so Riverview with the basketball now going the other way, taken away by Mia Halverson. And now it's Rollins up ahead to McMillan with the basketball right side to Alexander on the right. She'll shot fake up, go right side for the layup, and she's fouled. So that's going to get Alexander a trip to the free throw line. Or 2 free throw attempts. Alexander with just 2 points on the night right now for West Holmes. 45.7 seconds remain here, third period of play. Alexander's free throw rims in and out. No good. And she'll have 1 remaining. That shot up on the way and no good off the back iron. Pulled down by Halverson. And that's fought for. Now we're tied up. So we'll have a jump ball situation. That'll stay with West Holmes. So it'll be West Holmes basketball under their bucket. It'll be Katrina Rollins set to inbounds for the Lady Knights. And she'll get it over to Sprang. Hand it back off to Rollins. Rollins dribbling right side. They got her on a double dribble. They turn over on West Holmes. Number 17, 7 in the third quarter of play. Riverview basketball now, under 40 seconds to go. Patterson with the ball, double team in the backcourt. She gets it up ahead to Jaquaw. Jaquaw looking to get across timeline, and she does up ahead to Collins. Collins guarded by Sprang, right side beyond the arc. Now it's going to be Collins dribbling top the key, throws it over to Patterson. Patterson dribbles right side, guarded by Rollins. Now bounce pass on the right side to Jaquaw, all the way over to Shrimplin. Shrimplin dribbles into the paint, right hand off the glass, no good. A rebound comes down to Sprang. 12 seconds remain here, third quarter. Sprang quickly across timeline. Now 8 seconds over to Alexander. Alexander cross the baseline pass to Rollins. Back up to McMillan, up to Sprang. Sprang three-pointer top the key. No good off the back iron, and that's the way this third quarter is going to end. Score here from Riverview. It's West Holmes at 35, Riverview 21. You're listening to girls high school basketball on WKLM, Stream 2.
The Pizza Parlor 2 in Kilbuck is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes. If you don't want to cook on game day, give them a call at 330-276-5661. They prepare their own homemade crust topped with their own special pizza sauce and your own choice of toppings. You can also order appetizers, sandwiches, their famous original subs, basket combos, and garden fresh salads. You don't have to get out of your car because they have a convenient drive-through to pick up your order. Call today, 330-276-5661.
And we are back here at Riverview High School. It's Riverview and West Holmes girls basketball, and West Holmes with a 35-21 lead over Riverview here as we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Stop by Buckeye Farm and Garden for all of your farming and construction needs across from Holmes Lumber off of State Route 39 and at BuckeyeFarmandGarden.com. So again, West Holmes holding on to a 35-21 lead here over Riverview. It'll be Riverview's basketball to start the fourth quarter of play. West Holmes with a 14-point lead, but it's been tough going for the Lady Knights here as this Riverview team proved to be a pretty scrappy group here tonight. So it's Riverview with the basketball now, and it's going to be Jalen Linson with the ball. She'll throw it over on the left side to Patterson. Patterson's going to dribble into the paint. Kick it back out top to Jaquaw. Jaquaw now dribbles in the paint. Right hand off the glass and good. And Jaquaw with the basket. Gives her first 2 points of the night, and it's 35-23 Riverview. West Holmes now with the basketball. It's Fair with her back to the basket. She'll kick it up top to McMillan. McMillan beyond the arc. Three-pointer up on the way. No good. A rebound brought down by Williamson of Riverview. Good job on the box out there by Williamson. She had Sprang pinned on her hip. So Williamson now across the timeline. Ball up ahead to Jaquaw. And we've got a foul on the play called on, I believe they're going to get Emily Sprang. They did indeed. So team foul now, number 7 on West Holmes. That's going to put Riverview in the 1-1. It'll be Sprang's second foul of the night. So Riverview now will be shooting here the rest of the way out on every foul call. This is Emily Jaquaw now, 5'5" senior with the 1-1. First one up on the way is no good. Rebound comes down to Sprang for West Holmes. So Sprang quickly the other way, left hand. She's going to go all the way into the paint. Switches the right hand floater, no good. Rebound come down to McMillan. She's going to kick it back out to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr's three-pointer got it. Big bucket there by Rohr to extend this lead, give her first bucket of the night. And she's got 3. West Holmes 38-23. So Riverview now with the basketball. It's Jaquaw with the ball up ahead and taken away there by Sprang for West Holmes. So Sprang's going to turn around and keep it. She'll bring it across herself, guarded by Jaquaw. Now across the timeline. She'll kick it down in the corner to McMillan. Back up to Patterson. Her 3 on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Patterson for Riverview. It's Patterson with the ball, guarded in the backcourt by Rohr and Kinsey Patterson of West Holmes. Now it's going to be Williamson with the basketball, guarded by McMillan. Now left side over to Jaquaw. And that ball tipped and knocked out of bounds on the baseline. So it'll be out of bounds, Riverview basketball. It's going to get Alicia Alexander back up into the ball game for West Holmes, and that's going to give Katie Sprang a breather. 6:17 remaining here in the ball game from Riverview. And Lady Bears basketball. They'll get a bounce pass in the baseline, and that one in to Collins. Shot was no good. A rebound come down to McMillan by West Holmes. And now it's going to be Patterson with the basketball. She'll dribble left side over to Fair. Fair's three-pointer on the way. Left-hand shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Williamson for Riverview. Now Patterson with the basketball. She's going to be guarded by Hannah Rohr at midcourt. Patterson gets the ball across the timeline. She'll go left side now, guarded beyond the arc. Throw up the long three-pointer off the front iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Ella McMillan, and she's off to the races the other way. Right-hand layup, coast to coast, good. McMillan with the bucket gives her 5 on the night. West Holmes with a 40-23 lead, their biggest of the night. Now it's Jakewall with the basketball. Over to Better. Better with the shot down the paint, no good. A rebound comes down to Alexander for West Holmes. Alexander quickly up ahead to Ella McMillan. Bounce pass into Kenzie Patterson. Rolls it off the glass and in. They give Patterson the bucket, and we're going to get a timeout called here by Riverview. So we'll take a timeout here as well, and we'll be back after this with more fourth quarter action from Riverview High School on WKLM-FM.
I'm Jeff Kinney, and I'm a Park National banker, a husband, and a volunteer. At Park National Bank, we believe we're more than just our job titles, and you're more than an account number. Now bringing our family of community banks together under a single brand name means you get those core values you've always counted on from us, and more service, more access, and more options. We're all together now at Park National Bank, where you mean more.
And we're back out of timeout, getting ready for the start the fourth quarter action here. The Troy Miller Agency in Shreve and Berlin, your local insurance independent agent. They're a working team for all your insurance needs. Call the Shreve office at 567-2626 or the Berlin office at 893-2446. And it'll be Riverview basketball now. And it'll be Preston Patterson inbounding to Jalen Williamson. She'll give it back to Patterson, and she'll bring it up court. Walking it to the timeline. She'll be met there by Katrina Rollins for West Holmes. Pass over the left side to Collins. Now guarded over there by Rollins. Ball knocked loose, recovered by Collins. She'll throw it across court to Williamson. Williamson over down to Patterson. Patterson bounce pass right side to Jakewall. Jakewall now tries pass into the paint, tipped away by West Holmes. It'll stay with Riverview. Ball deflected there by Katrina Rollins. So Riverview basketball, it's going to be Preston Patterson, the inbounds on the baseline. She'll throw it up top to Collins, and it's going to be taken away there by Allie McMillan for West Holmes. Nice bounce pass fake, or missed the right-hand layup, however. And rebound pulled down by Spalding for Riverview. Real quickly, it's going to be Collins the other direction. She'll throw pass on the right side to Williamson, back over to Collins on the right. High beyond the arc, now pass into the paint, goes to Patterson. Patterson nowhere to go, going to kick it back out to Jakewall, now right side over to Spalding. Spalding back left side to Williamson, her shot up attempt no good. A rebound comes down to Kenzie Patterson for West Holmes. Now Patterson quickly the other way. She'll try a pass attempted the right corner, stolen away by Riverview. Turnover is number 18 on West Holmes. That's their first of the fourth quarter. Now quickly the other way is Collins with the basketball for Riverview. She'll throw it back up top to Patterson. Right side guarded by Alexander. Now over to the left side to Spalding, where she's guarded by Halverson. Pass now back over to Patterson for Riverview. She'll throw foul line top of the key to Williamson. Guarded up there by Katrina Rollins. Now back over to Patterson on the right elbow. Patterson now with the basketball, guarded by Alexander at the free throw line. Now over to Jalen Williamson, where she's guarded by Halverson. Pass into the paint, it's going to be taken away by Alicia Alexander. Turnover is number 28 on Riverview. Quickly up ahead to Halverson, and she turns the ball over, gives it back to Riverview. And we're going to get a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Halverson, probably a frustration foul there after that turnover. So that'll walk us back to the other end. Riverview is going to have the 1-and-1 coming. That'll get Katie Sprang back up in the ball game for West Holmes, as well as Lily Yoder for Riverview. Also for Riverview is going to be Kelsey Bowman checking into the ball game. 42-23, a West Holmes lead. 3:23 remain in the ball game. It's going to be Olivia Spalding with the 1-on-1 free throw attempt. Her first one is no good. A rebound comes down to Sprang for the Lady Knights. Sprang getting it done on both ends of the floor, scoring and rebounding here tonight as well. West Holmes now with the basketball. Three-pointer going to be up on the way by Kenzie Patterson. That's no good. A rebound come down to Riverview's Lily Yoder. Patterson now with the basketball for Riverview. Gets it across the timeline where it's stolen away there by Rollins, but she steps out of bounds. So we'll get some new players into the ball game here for West Holmes. We're going to see Zaylee Schultz in the ball game, as well as Keegan Uhl checking in for the Lady Knights. So some young players getting rewarded with playing time. Here's West Holmes with a 19-point lead, just 3 minutes remaining here in the ball game. It's Riverview basketball now, and this is Kelsey Bowman with the ball. And they're going to get a quick whistle here on Keegan Uhl for West Holmes. And the shooting free throws for Riverview is going to be number 21, Kelsey Bowman. She's a 5'5" junior. Bowman's first free throw attempt up on the way, no good. It's short off the iron, and the rebound's going to come down to West Holmes, and that's going to be Keegan Uhl with the basketball. She's going to get it up ahead to Sprang. Sprang shot attempt up, no good, but she's fouled on the play. So we got a foul coming here on Lily Yoder for Riverview. It's going to be her fourth foul. Team foul number 7 on Riverview. Sprang will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Thompson Memorial is just a mile west of Millersburg on State Route 39 as a full-service monument company. Best wishes to all the area teams from Thompson Memorial. Sprang's first free throw attempt off the iron, no good. That's one of the few things she's done wrong here tonight. And Sprang will have one more free throw remaining. And that second free throw attempt up on the way and is good. Sprang's now got 24 on the night. That's her first point of the fourth quarter, and she'll check out of the ball game now in favor of Ella McMillan, replacing her. West Holmes with a 43-23 lead here late in the fourth quarter. Riverview with the basketball, and that is Kelsey Bowman who quickly turns it over, and West Holmes gives it right back as Spalding takes it away for Riverview. Now with the basketball is Bowman for Riverview, and she's going to throw it into the paint where she's tied up there by Halverson on the floor. Held ball situation is going to go over to West Holmes, so that'll be a turnover on Riverview, number 30 on the night. So set to inbound the basketball now for West Holmes is going to be Zaylee Schultz. She'll give it up ahead to Keegan Uhl. Uhl slips and falls down with it. She recovers it, gets it back ahead to Schultz. Schultz now to McMillan, over to Halverson in the paint. Back out to Allie McMillan. Her shot up on the way, no good. The rebound comes down to Ella McMillan, but officials say that one out of bounds, hit the extension above the goal. And now for Riverview, they're going to get in a couple subs of their own in Peyton Cabe. And this is going to be number 14, Bree Higgins, into the ball game for Riverview now. From fashion rings, colored gem, or birthstones, diamond pendants, diamond rings, engagement rings, and Dream Keeper jewelry this holiday season, stop in the jewelry store at 97 West Jackson Street in historic downtown Millersburg. The Riverview basketball now. This is Bree Higgins with the ball. It's taken away there by Keegan Uhl for West Holmes. Uhl is fouled as she goes up for her shot attempt. They're going to get Riverview's Kayla Shrimplin on the foul call. Shrimplin's second foul, team foul number 8 on Riverview, and that will send Keegan Uhl to the free throw line for the Lady Knights. Her free throw attempt up and no good. Uhl with one remaining. And Kelsey Bowman will check back in for the Lady Bears, and out will go Olivia Spalding. Uhl's second free throw attempt up on the way, no good. A rebound comes down to Halverson in the right corner. Back over to Uhl, now back up top to Allie McMillan. Left hand dribble over to Ella McMillan, now over to Halverson right side. Halverson reverses back out, gives it up to McMillan. She'll go left side, dribble in the paint off the glass, right-hander, good. Give McMillan the bucket, gives her 7 points on the night. West Holmes runs it out to a 22-point lead. Riverview with the basketball now. West Holmes' defensive pressure still intact here as they're pressuring the basketball up top. Riverview nowhere to go with it. Ball over to Bowman. And they're going to get a whistle and a foul called there on, I believe, Ella McMillan. Indeed it was. Well, Riverview will now be in the double bonus. That's 3 fouls on McMillan. And going to the free throw line with 2 of them for Riverview will be Kelsey Bowman, 5'5" junior. And Bowman's first free throw attempt up on the way and got it. Kelsey Bowman getting her first points of the night for Riverview. And she'll have one free throw attempt remaining. This one up on the way, in and out. Rebound comes down to Zaylee Schultz for West Holmes. Schultz will give it up to Keegan Ohl. Keegan Ohl dribbled across the timeline right side, guarded over there by Kelsey Bowman. Now pass over top to Schultz. Schultz going to dribble right side. Her shot off the glass and good. Schultz will get herself in the scoring book tonight with the 2 points. 47-24 lead, Lady Knights. Now Riverview with the basketball up ahead. It's Spalding in the corner, guarded by Halverson. He'll throw it back up top over the head of Patterson. Excuse me, that was over the head of Cabe. So go out of bounds. It's going to be a West Holmes basketball on the turnover. And this will be Zaylee Schultz set to inbound for Riverview. She'll get it ahead to Keegan Ohl. 30 seconds remaining here from the gymnasium in Riverview. West Holmes well in hand here, 47-24 lead. West Holmes just going to run the basketball around the top, run out the clock here. Now 20 seconds remaining. I don't think they're going to look for a shot. Halverson now with the ball over to McMillan. McMillan back over on the left side now to Allie McMillan. Back over to Ella McMillan. She's going to dribble right side, hand it off to Mia Halverson. Under 7 seconds remain. And they are going to get one more shot attempt off. That was Keegan Ohl with the three-pointers. No good. A rebound comes down to Riverview's Kelsey Bowman, and that's where we're going to wrap things up here. West Holmes going to get out of here tonight with a 47-24 lead. We'll wrap things up, come back right after this on WKLM-FM.
Since 1975, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has been an industry pioneer in real estate at auction. This is Anthony Kaufman. Some companies come and go, and some experience ownership changes, but Dave Kaufman has owned and overseen every aspect of his company. During that time, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has grown and expanded to meet increasing customer needs while always staying on the cutting edge of technology and giving back to the community. Rooted in tradition, growing through innovation, we are Kaufman Realty and Auctions in Millersburg, Sugar Creek, New Philadelphia, Cambridge, and at kaufmanrealty.com.
When choosing a new door to replacing your windows or siding, there are many types of materials to choose from. Hi, my name is Nevin Mast. Here at Home Siding in Millersburg, we will help you make the right choice for your home and style. Want an energy-efficient replacement window? Try the Viwinco line of vinyl windows. With energy-efficient technology, Viwinco vinyl windows will save you money on energy costs and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up a free in-home consultation at 888-725-6619. That's 888-725-6619.
At Kime, we're here for your projects, both big and small. You can shop in-store or place an order for delivery. You can also come to the yard and pick up your order, and you won't have to lift a finger. In addition to all of those convenient options, locals can now place orders for Local Express online. Go to Kime.express to start shopping today. Whether you are visiting us in person, calling in, picking up, or shopping online at Kime.express, we're here to make your shopping as smooth as possible. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
For all your heating needs this winter, call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner. With combined knowledge of over 65 years, you know that you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of other furnaces and equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call today, 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Oxus Pizza Den in Millersburg is looking for smiling faces to join their team. Part-time positions are available for pizza makers, customer service providers, and delivery drivers. Most jobs are for evening and weekends. Successful candidates will have the following skills: the ability to work in a team environment, excellent communication skills, be punctual and dependable, and delivery drivers must have a valid driver's license, an acceptable driving record, proof of insurance, and a satisfactory vehicle. Mileage reimbursements are paid daily. Drivers retain all tips they receive. Apply at the store at 42 North Grant Street.
It's the GE Appliances Holiday Savings Event, now through December 30th at Millersburg Electric. Check out the new fingerprint-resistant stainless steel finish on the GE French door-style refrigerator with a door-in-a-door, and LED light wall with hands-free autofill dispenser. Earn up to $2,000 remodel rebate, a customizable GE Cathay appliance suites available in 3 colors with multiple handle finishes. Qualified customers get 0% interest with no down payment until December 2021. Stop by the area's largest appliance showroom today or visit MillersburgElectric.com.
And back here at Riverview High School, scoring a roundup on the night. It was West Holmes after one quarter took a 14-5 lead, and West Holmes would not look back after that. They would take a 23-14 lead in at halftime. West Holmes would go out and extend their lead to 35-21 at the end of 3, and then cruise out to a 47-24 victory tonight here over Riverview. Leading the night for West Holmes on the night, it was Katie Sprang scoring 24 points as she had 11 in the first half, 16 at halftime. By the end of the third quarter, she had 23 and scored just 1 point in the fourth quarter, but she had 24 points on the night to lead West Holmes. Rohr added 3 points for the Knights. Alexander added 2, Fair with 1. Kinsey Patterson at 8 points. Alex Millen had 7, and Schultz added 2 points for West Holmes. Scoring for Riverview tonight went with Jalen Williamson. She had 5 points. Preston Patterson had 3. Aaliyah Collins had 1. Emily Jaquaw had 2 points on the night. Aaliyah Better had 5 points, and Bowman had 1 added for Riverview tonight. So from Riverview again tonight, it was West Holmes getting out of here with a 47-24 lead. West Holmes will go to 9-1 on the year. Riverview will slip to 1-7. And with our game time stats here tonight, I have Scott Miller here beside me, and Scott's just about ready to get things tallied up here. We'll get our game time stats over to you.
Thank you, Troy. West Holmes comes away with the victory. It wasn't pretty at times, but they did get that victory after their first loss of the season the other night against Triway. West Holmes wins tonight 47-24. From three-point range, West Holmes was 2 of 21. That's actually less than 1%. So not hitting the ball, not scoring the ball from three-point range. Riverview was 3 of 10 for 30% from three-point range. West Holmes was 17 of 44 from two-point land for 39%. Riverview 6 of 24 for 25%. At the free throw line, West Holmes was 7 of 19 for 37%, while Riverview hit 3 of 11 free throws for 27%. West Holmes out-rebounded the Lady Black Bears 43-33. West Holmes had 20 turnovers on the night, and Riverview, the Black Bears, with 32 turnovers.
And there's your tale of the game, Scott. As a team with West Holmes, you're struggling offensively, but you still go out and you play good defense, and you create points in transition off of that. And the West Holmes creating 32 turnovers a night, that's where a lot of their scoring came from.
Yes, and when you don't shoot the ball well, but you are going, either to the free throw line or you're creating turnovers and getting to the basket, even when you're missing them, sometimes you're able to get back on those rebounds. And again, West Holmes had a lot of offensive rebounds, so they had some good putbacks. And again, that game just sort of slowly got away from Riverview. They stayed in it for a good part of that first half, and even into the third quarter. But West Holmes just began to, with the complement of their pressure and then also getting some rebounds, they were able to eventually pull away and get that ninth victory on the season.
Absolutely. And with 24 points tonight, it was Katie Sprang leading the way for the Knights, and she will be our Subway player of the game, so Katie will receive a free foot-long value meal from Subway at 995 South Washington Street in Millersburg. So for Scott Miller, this has been Troy Fritz along with our friends here from Claxon Communication with Fred, Casey, and Keith. We thank you for getting us on the air tonight with Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and at WKLM Stream 2. So, again, this is Troy Fritz from Riverview High School. It was West Holmes 47, Riverview 24. Good night, everybody.
High school basketball on Facebook Live is a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications. Thank you for watching high school basketball on Facebook Live. Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.